guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. If you are a new subscriber, you are welcome to the family, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome all the same. So in this year 2022, I just decided to just talk about my experiences in YouTube, kind of my mistakes and what I have learned so far. So if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would highly recommend you stay and you just listen to what I have to say, because it will really help you in the long run. So yeah guys, I have been doing YouTube now for almost 2 years, and I have almost 1,500 subscribers so far, and I'm so grateful. Like, honestly speaking, I wasn't expecting to get those up to that, and I just wanted to give my advice out there to whoever is thinking of starting, or if you've been thinking for a long while like me. It took me literally 4 years to actually start my YouTube channel because I was actually scared. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to be telling you about what I have learned so far in these 2 years since I started my YouTube channel. One of the first things that I learned, honestly speaking, is just starting with whatever you have, guys. Like, honestly speaking, I know it's very intimidating, especially when you go on YouTube and you're trying to Google the gadget that you need to start YouTube, and you would see, believe me, a lot of things. And I'm a student, I'm broke, guys, and always on a budget. So for me, that was like a big challenge for me. I didn't know how to start. I have an Android phone, and that was what I started with. Honestly speaking, I was like, okay, I don't have money to buy camera, and I can't start disturbing my mom for money for a camera when I have other things I needed to use money for. But I really knew I wanted to start YouTube. Like, that was something that has been in my spirit for a long time. So what I did, guys, was that I just started using my phone. I had a tripod, and I just recorded my first video. And you should know that your first video is not going to be perfect, but that is okay, because you keep going back to it. And honestly speaking, it's just amazing to see how you've really improved from your first video to where you are. Like, you will keep learning anything, you keep learning as you go. So just don't feel like it has to be perfect. Just do it. Just pick up that phone and record. Even if you don't have a tripod, look for a stand, put a book, look for a way to make that phone stand, and you just start recording. The second lesson I have learned while being on YouTube is consistency. And I know, honestly speaking, I have been bad with doing it, but you guys, trust me. You keep hearing people talking about being consistent on YouTube, and you don't really understand what it means. But I promise you that once you keep being consistent, at least uploading a video a day, a week, sorry, on YouTube, like, will really go a long way. I remember as I'm recording this, my most viewed video is almost 40,000. And I remember the day I had recorded that video, I wasn't really feeling well. I wasn't in a good place. Like, my health wasn't really all that. And I remember that was the day that I had planned to record my video, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Maybe I'll just leave it till next week or something like that. And I don't know, someone just kept telling me, no, just wake up. And I just woke up, did my makeup, was like the first thing literally that I could find, and I recorded the video. And you guys, that video has almost 40,000 views on my YouTube channel now as I'm talking to you. So it's very important for you to be very consistent. It can get really challenging, especially for people like me, that I'm not doing YouTube full time and then I have school, or if you're even working, that can be really be challenging. But believe me, if you can get a schedule that you can work with, that you can plan. If you're a planner, I'm really bad with planning. I think that's why I really struggle with being consistent on YouTube also. And when I get overwhelmed, I just want to be left alone. So that has kind of affected my views, if you can notice. But I promise you, like, if you keep being consistent, and it might look like nothing is happening, but I promise you that you wake up one day and you see that you have a video that is doing so well. So keep being consistent regardless of what anyone says. Just keep being consistent. The third I would want to advise you is that not everyone is going to be supportive, and not everybody is going to be encouraging. Not everyone is going to actually believe in you doing that. Because I remember the first time I had sent my first video to a friend of mine, and that was like the first video I had ever uploaded, and I sent it to her and I'm like, hey, can you please let me just let me know, what do you think about this video? And she laughed. And honestly speaking, she didn't do it like out of spite or anything like that, but she didn't really understand how hot I was by that. And that was my greatest fear. My greatest fear when I started doing YouTube was that people were going to laugh at me. People were going to ask, what does she have to offer? So it really, like, my self-esteem wasn't that, so like when she did that, it really made me feel bad. And someone told me something, that you are not recording those YouTube videos for your friends. You are doing it because you feel like there's a platform out there that is interested in what you have to offer, or that might be interested in what you have to offer. Everybody has somebody. Like, my greatest insecurity, like, all my life, was my voice. I've always hated my voice. I can't stand to listen to my voice. And I kept telling myself that if I don't like how I sound, how will someone else how will someone else sit down and listen to what I have to say? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that really, really affected me, you guys. Like, honestly speaking, that was why it's one of the reasons why it took me that long, because I'm like, and you would see like all those people on YouTube speaking with their fancy English, speaking with their British or American English. I have none of that. So to me, like, I was like, okay, who is going to listen to what I have to say? But you guys, there are people who are interested in what you have to say. I promise you. It might not look like that, it might not feel like that when you are starting, but I promise you, just keep going. There is always going to be someone. So don't get offended when you keep posting on your youth WhatsApp and people are not literally like watching you post and you see 100 people have viewed your WhatsApp, and then you go to your YouTube channel and then you see that you only have like 20 views, and you are wondering like, what is happening? Like, but those people are my friends. So not everyone, just because I'm your friend, doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to be interested in what you have to offer on YouTube. Maybe that's not my niche. Maybe that's not what is entertaining to me, or maybe whatever you have to give that is educative, maybe that is not what I want at that moment. So you can see how that can actually cause conflict. So you have to know by now that, okay, yes, not everyone is going to be supportive of what I have. It's your job to prove them wrong. It's your job to be like, okay, yes, just wait and see. So make sure that does not affect any relationship you have with any of your friends. So you have to be very, very conscious of that. Another lesson that I have learned, you guys, is that you should always make sure you do your research before you start your channel. You like, when you have a particular topic in mind, promise you rather, that people know what they are doing, they know what they are watching, and a lot of times people already have that information and they're just watching to see what you have to add on to it. So make sure you do your research. Don't just wake up and you feel like you have a topic and you want to post, because you might think, oh, nobody's going to view like, people don't view this my channel so often, so no one will really have anything to say about it. And you'll be shocked that the day that you decide to do that will be the day that unfortunately you will get a lot of views, and you might start off like at a wrong foot. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So you have to be very, very, very conscious of what you are posting and very intentional of what you are posting. You have to be sure that the information you are giving out there is good information, because you have to start by building trust with your audience. And if they don't trust you enough, they will never come back. If they feel like you're being biased, or if they feel like you're not giving the right information, they might not come back, which means you are going to lose potential subscribers. So you have to make sure that you do your research, and make sure that whatever you are saying is something that you believe to be true. Another one, guys, that I would also want to emphasize on is that regardless of whatever you say or whatever your experience is, or how true you think, how sure you are of your information, not everyone is going to agree with you. I promise you, not everyone is going to agree with you. People are going to get pissed regardless of whatever you post. Like, you can literally post and write very beautiful things about it. Let me say, for example, I'm talking about my experiences in a particular, like in Uganda, for example. I promise you that someone is going to get offended about your own personal experience because they don't agree with it. So this is something that you should mentally prepare yourself for, and know that, okay, yes, like you have to make, because if not, my dear, it can. I remember when I started gaining views and I was getting really bad, like I mean people were attacking me, like seriously attacking me from my own experiences. And like I'm telling you that I had emphasized at the beginning that, you guys, this is a subjective list, like this is based on my experiences, I'm not generalizing it, but people still came for me. And I'm not talking about people from just like one country, I'm talking about, and I was actually talking about Nigeria and Uganda, and people from both countries came for me because they were not agreeing with my own personal experience. So I just wanted to put it, I just want to put it for you out there that regardless of whatever information you think you have and how true you think it is, or your experience, you are sure and you are sure in your heart that that is the experience you've had in that place or in that situation, someone is going to disagree with you, and people are going to, there's someone that will just wake up, just, I'm telling you that I have had to delete comments, like really bad comment that has kept me awake. And I'm like, how can someone that doesn't even know me, someone that has never met me, like you literally have no idea about me, and you've used just one of my video, do you understand what I mean, to attack me that way? When my first video that went viral, I think that was like about 6 months after I started posting, I was really also still struggling, and my confidence wasn't really that good. And I remember someone posted that I have no time to watch a video of a girl that keeps repeating herself. And it was so obvious that I was still learning, it was still a learning process. And that really got me, because like I said, that was one of the things that I was really scared of. It was like how I speak. And for her to have made that statement, like she might not have known, but I really, like, it really hurts me. You understand what I mean? So people are going to hurt you, like you're going to get attacked. And you should just mentally prepare yourself for that, because if you're not strong enough, I'm telling you, it can ruin your whole day. It can even make you want to stop doing YouTube. So which leads to my next list, which means you have to learn to protect your space and give boundaries. So you have to, like, you have an intent, you have, I knew when I started my channel that I didn't want my channel to be a drama channel. I didn't want my channel, I wanted it to be educative and I wanted it to be entertaining. Those were the two things I wanted. I didn't want my channel to be a channel that people would come on and start fighting me, and then I'm replying people and all that. I was very intentional about my niche and how I wanted my channel to be. But you guys, people would still send those things. So in order for me to protect my space and protect my mental health, what I started doing was that I would delete comment that wasn't in line with what I wanted. Yes, of course, there were people that didn't disagree with what I was saying, but it was constructive criticism. They were actually trying, there were a lot of people that would correct me. They would be like, no, but in this part of Uganda this and this was happening. Or someone would be like, oh no, when I went to this and this happened. And that's okay. But like somebody now coming and insulting you and giving, like, seriously insulting you. I remember somebody insulting me and the person was like you're a liar, you are lying that you're a Nigerian but you're not in Nigeria. How can you be a Nigerian, you have a Ugandan accent? And I'm like, really? We have like Nigerians or Ugandans that have gone to the US and they have American accent. We have Nigerians that have gone to the UK and they have British accent. So why is it hard for you to believe that somebody that is in an African that goes to another African country can actually start picking up their accent? I have been in Uganda for 6 years, guys. Honestly speaking, for 6 years. Why is it so hard for someone to believe that me as in a Nigerian can actually pick up a Ugandan accent? I'm not the only one. Like, I have met a lot of people that are Nigerian that have already started picking up those languages, like Ugandan accents. So I don't know, but somebody was really fighting with me. Someone also had like started fighting with me and arguing that I'm lying, that I'm from Kaduna State, which is where I come from in Nigeria, because I am light skinned. And he was like, people from there are dark skinned. And I'm like, really? Like, honestly speaking, are you going to tell me that you've been to my whole state and you've never seen anyone from that state that is light skinned? Like, honestly speaking. So yes, you have to learn to you have to be very intentional about your space. You have to make sure that whatever you want in your space, you have that power. When somebody posts something that you don't like, delete it for your own sake. Like, there is no view that will be worth your mental health, because once your mental health is affected, your quality of video you will want to be pushing out will also be affected. So that will be that on that. So guys, I think I have spoken, and I think so far that will be like all I have for now. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see more videos like this, which is just something that I felt in my spirit to talk about for people that are thinking of starting YouTube in the year 2022. I know that, like, of course you'll be scared, you have this you're uncertain about what you have to do, but just pick up that phone and start. Like, I promise you, you probably have a better phone than what I even had when I started, but just start, and you move from there. There will be progress, and you will look at your beginning and you'll be like, yeah, I started from this, and you'll be proud of your achievement. So that will be it for this video, guys. I didn't really want to make it long. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.